Alright, y'all. I just want to say, man, I did some nut shit, man. I forgot my damn cord, bro, to plug into my mic. So, I put my mic on and everything thinking my mic was gonna work, but it's definitely not working. But anyways, man, yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. I'm out, as y'all can see. But I got a little time real quick, so I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. And today's video is gonna be about why I dropped out of college. And you know, I don't want to, let me preface this, I don't want to make this video as like a, you know, reason as to why you should drop out of college or why anyone else should. Don't take this as, you know, I'm trying to give you advice on what you should or should not do. You know what I mean? This is just me speaking for my personal experience and why, you know what I'm saying, I felt like college wasn't really the path for me anymore. But yeah, why I dropped out of college, man, it's really a multitude of reasons, but I'm gonna go down the list and give you guys every reason, man, so you can know if this is, like, you know what I'm saying, the type of decision you want to make for yourself, or if college is still the, you know what I'm saying, the place for you. But yeah, the main first reason why I chose to drop out of college was the debt, man. The debt. Yo, I'm not going to say exactly how much I was in debt because I was an in-state student. It wasn't horrible, but at the same time, it's like I was in college collecting debt year after year, taking out these loans. First of all, if you can, when you're in college, do not take out no loans, man. Try to get grants, work a job if you need to while you're out there. Don't take out no loans because you'll be paying those shits back for damn near the rest of your life, especially if you're taking out big ass loans. But yeah, I was collecting debt year after year, man, and this sounds bad, but it got to a point where it wasn't even worth it. One, because the degree that I was in school for, you know what I'm saying, you don't really even need a college degree for that. Like, I was a business administration major, if you don't know. And I feel like that was one of the dumbest decisions I could have made back then, because it's like at the point in my senior year where I was trying to decide what, it's getting a little high, y'all, that's why I opened the door. But at the point in my senior year where I was trying to decide, like, if I wanted, what I wanted to do in college and all that, and what I wanted my major to be, I really had no idea. So it's like I really just chose the easy choice, and that's just, okay, I'm gonna just be a business major, right? Because I had always heard, like, oh yeah, you do good in school, you go to college, blah, blah, blah. And I knew, like, I had to go to college, and I just didn't really know exactly what I wanted my major to be and what I wanted to do after college, you know? So I took the easy route and I chose a business major. And if you don't know, you do not need college to start a business, bro. If you're trying to start a business, bro, the wisest thing I could tell you to do is to just get your feet wet. Jump straight in, you know what I'm saying? Start that business, start making those calls, start pitching your business. Just get your feet wet. Dive right in, bro. You don't need a college professor who's probably never ran a business in their life teaching you a course on how to run a business, bro. It's just not smart. It's not wise at all. And that was one of the ways I went wrong, you know, just choosing the wrong major. I'm a firm believer that if you are going to college, I really believe, like, college is very useless and it builds up debt. But this is my personal opinion again. But yeah, I believe college is very useless and it builds up debt for no reason, particularly unless you're going for, like, maybe 3 majors max, right? Like, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be a doctor, you know what I'm saying, if you want to be an engineer, those are still very lucrative things to, you know, go to school for and major in. I feel like if you were going to college to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, maybe a couple of other ones, then yeah, college is definitely the way to go. You need to go and get your degree, and you need to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you stay locked in for that. But if you're a business major, or if you're just floating around, you don't really know what you're doing, right? Like, it's probably going to be a waste of time for you, and you're probably just going to be building debt for no reason, right? When On the flip side, you could just head straight into the workforce, start working, saving as much money as you possibly can, and then after 5 years, you know what I'm saying, after 4 years, when they're all graduating, you have no debt and you have a big amount of money saved up, right? Or you could go to trade school, which is, I'm pretty sure it's a lot cheaper. I know it's not free. It's a lot cheaper to do. And you know what I'm saying? You start earning a very high amount way earlier, you know what I mean? Or you could go and get some type of certification or some type of like real hands-on experience in a certain field, right? Like I know a lot of people, they go and they get their real estate licenses, which is what I'm currently doing. I kind of feel like that would have been a bit smarter for me to do from the beginning. This girl is walking past staring at me because I'm talking to a camera, y'all, but fuck it, man. I'm a YouTuber. I don't give a fuck at this point. But yeah, I feel like, you know, maybe out of high school, if I would have just went and got my real estate license, you know what I'm saying, I would have avoided all of the debt and loans that came with college, and I would have developed a really good skill early on. That would have been extremely valuable to do straight out of high school. I know a lot of people, they get their CDLs straight out of high school, or like, yeah, they just start a business, like I said. So yeah, I feel like the debt was one of the main reasons it just wasn't wise for me. A second reason was because I wasn't fully focused, you guys, and I'm man enough to admit that I wasn't fully focused in college, because I have to put you in my headspace of where I was as a high school senior, right? I was just starting my YouTube channel, and I made entertainment content at that point on my main channel. So like, I'm vlogging, I'm doing pranks, I'm doing all that, right? So my whole mindset, and this is bad, you guys, don't go into college like this with this mindset, but my whole mindset on college was I wanted to go for the experience, right? I wanted to go for 1 or 2 years, right? I was watching people like DDG and things like that who went to college for a good 1 or 2 years, and they were doing YouTube, and then their YouTube blew up and they never had to go to college again after what, sophomore year. So I was really banking on that, man. I was banking on being very, very consistent with my content taking off, and after that I could drop out and, you know what I'm saying, live the YouTuber or the content creator life. This was probably one of the wildest ideas I had, silliest ideas. Not that it wasn't possible, but the amount of work that I was putting in wasn't matching, you know what I mean, what I wanted to do. Right, like I was very consistent for the first like month, 2 months of college, and then the parties kicked in, the girls kicked in, the smoking and drinking kicked in, you know what I mean? And it's like, after that, I really fell off when it came to the content. It was like at a certain point, it was like, damn, like your whole plan was to get the college experience and film it, right? Like, I went to A&T, which is a great school for learning and education, but it's also a really, really big party school, you know what I mean? If you're familiar with the HBCU space and things like that, it's a really big party school, bro. Like, we be turned, we be lit. So it's like, I thought that would be really good content to show you guys, but it all fell apart when I stopped being consistent, you know what I mean? So at that point, it's like, what are you even in college for? You might as well go and get a job or a certification, or, you know what I'm saying, do something else with your time. But yeah, I kind of was just floating around in college after I stopped being consistent and gathering debt for no real reason, you know what I mean? I just wasn't focused. I remember junior year came and I had stopped going to class. It wasn't for me, you guys. Like, it wasn't for me. I really did try my first 2 years of college. I was going to class, I was getting good grades and everything, and then junior year hit, and like sophomore year came. I passed all my classes except for accounting. I had to retake accounting, right? So junior year came and I had accounting again, failed it again, bro. At that point, bro, I stopped caring, bro. Like, I was getting kind of annoyed with the whole school thing. and I stopped going to class a lot around that time, and then my GPA fell. I lost funding, and I would have ended up having to pay for school out of pocket, and that just, it wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, in the cards for me at that time. I wasn't really trying to be paying nothing out of pocket. So yeah, you guys, that was really two of the main reasons. Like, I was building up a lot of debt for a degree that wasn't going to pay me much, or that wasn't really a good use of my time, because I could just start a business if I wanted to, go to school for business. And then the second thing was, yeah, I really went out there for content and entertainment purposes for, you know what I'm saying, my YouTube channel, and then I fell off with consistency with that. So it's like, I really had no other real reason to be out there, right? And then the third is bad influences, bro. I was around a lot of bad influences. This is very specific to me, you know what I'm saying? But I was around a lot of bad influences. You know, in college, there are parties, drinking, drugs, all that type of stuff. And I just felt like, bro, when I came back home, I was a lot more grounded. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's really some of the main reasons, you guys. And I just want to wrap it up by saying this, like, the fuck is that? That's somebody else's car playing music? Anyways, I just want to wrap it up by saying this, you guys. College is what you make it, you know what I'm saying? It's extremely valuable, like I said, if you're going for certain things, you know what I'm saying? Certain degrees, like law degrees, doctor, lawyer, engineer, you know what I mean, scientist, those type of degrees, still very valuable. If you're going for a nursing, I know a lot of girls, they went through the nursing program at A&T, and it was real valuable for them. They have really good jobs right now. It all depends. It's what you make it, you guys. It depends on your degree for sure. Don't pick a BS major and just be in there floating around, not taking it seriously like I did. But like I said, this video isn't for me to tell you guys to not go to college. It's to tell you why I dropped out of college. And yeah, as of right now, you guys, a little life update. I'm focused on building my YouTube channel still, you know what I'm saying, both of them, this one as well, as y'all can see. I am halfway through getting my real estate license right now. I passed my class exam. I need to pass my national/state exam next, and I'll be licensed and ready to go. And yeah, I'm also working on a business as well that I'm building, which I don't want to speak on too much. But yeah, you guys, I felt like it took me a little bit of time to really figure out what I really needed to do out here. And now that I figured it out, man, I'm going toward it full-fledged. But I am still paying off a lot of debt, which could have been avoided, honestly. It could have been avoided. But yeah, that's the real reason I chose to drop out of college. Like I said, this doesn't apply to everybody. This isn't advice, you know what I'm saying? Everyone is different. So take this with a grain of salt, you guys, and make the best decision for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. I love y'all. And yeah, we being consistent, man. I will see y'all tomorrow.